All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Trucking California with Velox 18. It's a little stormy this morning. It just started raining actually right when I pressed record, and the wind's blowing. And yeah, so this is Trucking California with Velox 18, where I truck around California and tell you guys way too much about my life. So that's what we're gonna do today. We got another local load, and then we gotta try and find a load. Man, these are big drops hitting me. This is all right. We gotta get out of this rain. All right, we gotta go make a pickup, a delivery, a local load, and then we gotta go and try and find something to put on the truck today for this afternoon. There were 6 loads available to me out of within my search parameters last Friday. I was trying to pre-book a load, and there was nothing out there to do, so that's what we're gonna be doing today. That's what we're gonna do. Roll the music so we can get the heck started and get out of the rain. I'm telling you, those drops that started falling. They're big old crocodile tear drops, man. Raindrops. Raindrops keep falling on my head. But yeah, if you really look at what this channel is, I talk to you guys all about trucking. I give you guys way too much personal information about myself, my business, my family, and I sing songs. That's about it. Oh man. But this is Monday morning, man. This is what Monday mornings look like. We're getting out of here right at sunrise, and I guess the sun's up behind the clouds, but we were up before sunrise. You know, when you wake up to take a shower and it's still dark outside. I mean, this time of year it's not that hard to do during the wintertime, but nevertheless, it's pretty, you know. Where you going, homie? All right, cool. Yeah, it's kind of like when it's stormy outside and you're waking up at 6 o'clock, and yeah, kind of feel like, man, I could have stayed in bed today. We got this load from Morningstar tomatoes. We're making that run over to Gilroy again. So easy load. Stupid dock to back into once we get over to Gilroy, but easy load and short load, and then we'll man, we just gotta go and find something to put on the truck this afternoon. That's gonna be the challenge of the day. I haven't looked at what the load board looks like yet, but once we get over to Morningstar, Los Baños, then we'll open up the load board and we'll be looking at what we got available to us. So hopefully there's still some stuff available to us and it's not all scooped up earlier this morning. I mean, I can't stop running the truck just to look for loads. I gotta wake up, you know, I gotta get my sleep, I gotta go over here and make my pickup, and then we'll look for loads. That's the order I gotta do things in. We talked last week about how I probably miss out on a few loads a month because I don't have someone looking for loads while I'm driving a lot of times. But you know, I got these guys that contact me too, from Coyote, Swift, you know, TQL, all these guys that try and sell me loads, and so sometimes they'll be looking for me while I'm driving, so that's cool. But I don't have a dispatcher that I pay a percentage to all the time to find me loads. That ain't my style. I like doing it myself, but that means I miss out on sometimes because I gotta drive the truck too. But all right, I'm gonna run in and grab some breakfast, and then we'll get headed down the road. All right. German Shepherds. There's actually a couple random German Shepherds just running around out here, but man, look at this yard. I mean, I knew it was gonna be muddy, but this sucks. This is terrible. All right. I crept in here at like 7 miles an hour. Still got mud everywhere. Almost want to cancel this load now. Let's go get checked in. All right. We finally got loaded. So in the time that we were getting loaded, that search criteria went from 43 loads or 44 loads or whatever it was, all the way down to 18 loads. I mean, we were just, the loads are flying off the shelf today. And I don't have, you know, there's not a lot of, I don't know, options. Like for like I can do like local work, like really local work, or I can do, you know, some stuff that goes just out of California, Arizona, Nevada, whatever. But I'm trying not to, man, this place is so muddy, so bad. Anyway, so I'm trying not to book anything that's going to be, you know, like go too far. Anyways, so my search parameters, there's not a lot of loads. There just really isn't. And so I'm trying to find something, and the loads are just flying off the shelves. There was a load that picked up over in Bay Point, which is East Bay. I would have had to go probably about an hour and 20 minutes up to Highway 4 to Bay Point, and it was one pallet. And it was getting down to Calexico. Oh, I'm wearing this still. Sorry. Such a nerd. Look at you, nerd. It was one pallet, 350 pounds, negative 10 degrees, going down to Calexico. And Calexico's a good market to come out of right now during December. It's the produce season down there, so there's some loads coming out of Calexico, Yuma, that whole area. So I was like, maybe I'll. So I called on it, and they were offering $1,200, and I was like, man, $1,200. And that was one of the first loads I called on. So then I was like, okay, well, let me see what else I can find that's a little light. You know, it's a little low on the rate. So I just kind of started calling around. Well, the more I called around, the more I was like, dude, I should go back and call on that one. Because as I was calling on these other loads that paid a little more, they were already gone. Like, I don't know, probably 4 loads I called, and they said, oh, actually, that one's been booked. We're going to pull it down right now. Oh, actually, that one's been booked. So I'm wasting all this time on loads that are getting booked. And I called Molo, and they said, oh, it looks like someone's in that load right now booking that load. So I didn't book that one. So anyways, there was a bunch of loads, all of them going down to Southern California. There was one Uber freight load going from Stockton up to Eureka, but there's nothing that comes out of Northern California. Like nothing. So I decided not to take that one. That one was paying over $2,000, which was good for like the one-way rate, but when you figure it to be round trip, it's like not that good. So I ended up, Brent Redmond had something coming out of Salinas, which obviously is near Gilroy where I'm going. So I went ahead and booked that. So now all I gotta do is fill out the carrier packet for Brent Redmond, which I thought I had already signed up with Brent Redmond, but I guess not. So I'm gonna sign up with them right now. That's why I pulled over right here. I'm gonna get set up with the carrier packet, and then I should be set up to run that load, and it's gonna take me down to Yuma, down to Calexico, or I forget exactly where theirs went. But yeah, so anyway, so that's kind of what we're gonna be doing. And so we're gonna run to Gilroy right now. Then we'll have a little bit of time in Gilroy, and then we'll go over and get loaded in Salinas and start heading down south. So that's the plan for the day. Let's get going on the paperwork. It's raining pretty good. I thought this tree might block some of the the rain, but just gathers the water into bigger drops. So I'm getting hammered over here, but we got it in this dumb, stupid dock. Hate this dock. It's the worst dock ever. And now it's even harder to get out of here, because I used to come around and I'd spin around in these docks and then go out the exit gate there. Well, now, because obviously I can't make that left turn, that's too tight. But now they have all these containers over here, so it makes it even more difficult. But anyway, we'll figure that out. The load we have picks up in Salinas. It's 30 miles away at Cool Pacific. So just gotta get this thing off the truck and then we'll run over there. I gotta check the trailer after this, because it's raining and they load outdoors over there at frickin' Morningstar. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to go get washed out real quick before I go get loaded. So there's a wash rack over here in Gilroy. I can just run over there real quick. Hopefully the line's not too long and I can get it washed out. So that's kind of my tentative plan right now. Let's see if we can make things happen today. Let's make them happen. All right, we got unloaded over there. It's about 12:40, and we are headed over here to the Gilroy truck stop, where there's a truck wash. The floor does have some mud on it. It's not like terrible, but it's also not like food grade, and we're going to pick up stuff from a cool packing place. So chances are, if we try to roll in there like that, they'll be like, nah, no thank you. So we'll head over here and try and see if we can get in this truck stop over here. And once we do that, we'll see if we can't get this thing washed up, rinsed out, and Smokey the Bear. And then we'll go from there. Hold on. Alright, I paused it, but the dude was just telling me, hey, I watched you on YouTube, so I should have left it rolling, but he's a cool dude. Pulled up over here. I thought I heard someone honk at me earlier, and then he pulled up next to me right now at that light. He rolled his window down in the rain. I'm like, uh-oh. There's one of two things. Either I did something to piss him off, or he watches the YouTube channel. I'm glad it was the YouTube channel thing, you know? That's how I roll. All right, we're gonna get in here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna get washed out, and then we'll go over there and make our pickup. Like I said, it's 30 miles away, so we're we're close. We're close. Just down the road here into Salinas, and then we'll get ourselves loaded up and truck through the rain down into Southern California and down to Yuma. Take the okay, all right, see you guys in a little while. Check in again a little bit. All right, we made quick work of that. Got washed out super quick. No line at the truck wash because it's raining, so no one's getting their truck washed, but got washed out in about 5 minutes. I don't know, maybe 10 by the time I went in and paid and everything. But now we're just heading on down the 101 down here to Salinas. So catch up with you guys over there. Let's go. All right, it's raining pretty good. It's one of those situations where you increase your following distance, and then people think that you're leaving a gap, or that you're the slow one, and then so you keep having to back off. Someone else will get in front of you, and then you got to back off a little more. Then someone else get in front of you, you got to back off a little more. But it's the only way to do it, because especially when you have an empty trailer, you don't want to be trying to slam on your brakes in this weather with an empty trailer. It's just a recipe for disaster. Without the weight back there, the trailer will slide out sideways very quickly, and you'll dealing with a trailer stuck in a ditch. Hope that's best case scenario. Worst case scenario, it slides out the other way and you end up hurting someone. So one of those slow drives. We're going about 50 miles an hour, so actually moving along now. We were going a little slower before, but we're doing pretty good considering it's raining in California. Freak out, man, freak out. But just keeping the following distance at a safe distance, and not trying to get going too quick, because I'm not trying to have to slam on my brakes, because people do silly stuff in the rain too. So I've already had to slow down pretty quick. I don't think this guy believes in the theories that I'm talking about right now. Look at how close to that car he's getting. Come on, bro, back it up. Back it down, bro. That's like not even a car length between him and that little Kia. Come on, dude. I bet he was behind me and thought I was going too slow. But really, just keeping a safe distance between me and the pickup truck in front of me. Not trying to get into any accidents today, just trying to get home to my family, go get this load, get down to Yuma, and we'll be good. People say Californians don't know how to drive in weather, right? Because half of us slow down and drive like grandmas, and the other half try to still drive like it's 80 degrees and sunny out. But right in the middle, there's a sweet spot, right about where I am, where you drive safe, you still get where you're going. You don't gotta go 25 on the freeway, but you also, you know, probably shouldn't be going 75 on the freeway. Just saying. Just saying. But yeah, we're coming into Salinas now, so we'll be there momentarily and see how long this takes to get us loaded up for Yuma. All right, so it's a shipping office. You go in there, and then it's just the warehouse. You walk through the warehouse, on the back wall it says shipping office, and then it says turn right, and then it says but outside turn right. So then you like open up the door, and then you gotta walk even further. So I got my little Peterbilt raincoat here. Whew. But yeah, he then told me your order's not ready, I'll call you when it's ready and you can get a door. So that is these coolers. This is kind of the way that these run. I don't know. I mean, my thing says from 12 to 4 today, so I don't really know what else. You know, it's like 2 o'clock almost now by the time I got through all this silly stuff, or after 2. I don't even know what time it is, bro. Yeah, it's 1:40. All right, 1:40. So I'm right in the middle, right in the heart of my pickup window, but that don't really matter. Not for these guys. So I'm gonna see if there's any food around here. I wanted to check in first, but I need to eat. Kind of hungry. But anyway, all right. Let's see how long this takes, for real. All right, well, while I wait for a door over here, I looked on the map, and there's a truck stop with some food inside right next door, maybe 2 doors down. Wow, those brakes are loud. Those are ear piercing. So eventually they're gonna call me for one of these open doors, but they say my order's not ready, my load's not ready. So while I'm waiting for that, we're just gonna run right down here, some sort of a roadhouse barbecue, and I'm digging. I'm here for it. I'm ready for it. Good old Salinas, man. Rainy days, man. That almost got me. Oh my goodness, that almost, big old splash of mud almost got me. All right. Oh, there it is right there. All right, cool, let's go check it out. All right, so I went in there, and it's just a counter. It's just a deli counter, and there's all Mexican ladies working in there. They got barbecue. They do. They also got Mexican food. So I went ahead and got myself a chili verde burrito. I can't say no. I even wanted the barbecue, but then I'm like, man, you can't say no to Mexican food made by a bunch of Mexican ladies. Like, that's just as real as it gets. So I went ahead and got some. So we'll get over there and eat, and hopefully let's see, I don't want to get splashed by that again. Wait till the cars are done going by. But anyway, get something to eat, get some food in my belly, and then we'll see how long this takes to get loaded. But I'll give you guys a report once I get in the truck and dry off a little bit and eat some of this food. Full report, El Gordo Vlogs. All right. Chili verde wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. I would have preferred a salad, but they didn't have any. They had chili verde, chili colorado. I don't think they had al pastor or carnitas. I don't think they had anything else. So I forget what else they had. They had one other meat option, but might just been chicken. But it wasn't like a grilled chicken. It was like some sort of like a stew chicken. So anyway, I'm full. I ate good. I'm happy. And man, I've been watching people just run over those train tracks and just boom. I think it's flooded out a little more now, so it's like hidden underneath this puddle, and people don't realize how gnarly it is, and they're just like boom. It's pretty entertaining, actually. I'll see if I can get some footage of it real quick. We're still waiting for a door, so we'll see. I hope you guys appreciate this. It is it's raining pretty good out here. So let's see. Watch this. Boom! They glided right over it on that one. Some of them hit it hard. There's a smart person slowed down. Look at boom! That's awesome. Alright. I did all that for you guys. I'm soaking wet out here. Storm chasing for you guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Alright, we got ourselves a door. It's been a couple hours, but you know, it just takes as long as it takes at these places, man. Hi. So much harder to do this one-handed. All right, looks clean, looking good. All right, let me get this thing in there, and then I'm gonna climb in and get those load locks out. That way they don't accidentally run over them. All right, cool. Load locks out. Let's back it up. All right. So we've been in this dock for an hour and a half. It took us a couple hours to get in the dock, so we're working on almost 4 hours now for this pickup. Right when I backed into the dock, the guy came out, asked me to move over a couple inches So I moved over a couple inches on the DAT, and then because he's going to put the pallets in sideways, and he wanted it on one side and not the other side. I don't know. Anyway, but he came into the trailer maybe twice or 3 times, maybe four. And then this other truck that had been waiting just a short amount of time came over and backed in, and then all of a sudden there was no action in my truck for an hour, and then that dude just took off, and now there's action in my truck again. So I don't know. There's 3 trucks waiting for a dock, and there's no other trucks in docks except for me and then that truck that just took off. So, and there's more than one guy working inside. So I don't know exactly what happened, but seems like there was a direct correlation there between when he backed in and when they stopped working on my trailer, and then when he took off and they started working on my trailer again. So kind of sucks because I got an 8 a.m. appointment tomorrow morning to deliver this, and Yuma, Arizona is not close. It is not a close delivery. It's about 600 and something miles. So I'm gonna figure this out. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna make this work, but kind of a bummer to have to freaking deal with sitting around so much at a pickup. When there's there was no one here. It's not like, oh, there's so many trucks here. It's crazy. Like when I was at Taylor Farms and we were I waited around a lot. Taylor Farms is just down the road. It was like there was a ton of trucks there, and every dock was full, and it was like this madhouse trying to get trucks in and out of these docks. They were just loading. I mean, crazy. This place isn't like that, all right? This place, like, there's no trucks. It's not busy. It's not busy. So I don't know. We'll see how long this takes, and we'll see how far we get tonight on the drive, and how I'm gonna break it up and all that good stuff, because it's less than ideal. All right, less than ideal. But anyway, all right. I think they're gonna rock and roll the trailer some more and get me loaded up, and hopefully I'll be able to get out of here soon. All right, check in with you guys in a little bit. All right, we got loaded up, and we got to make a right-hand turn out of here. So I'm waiting for this guy that's to our left to back into his dock, but he decided, instead of getting in a little closer to the docks, he decided to come out here and block the entrance and exit to slide his tandems and open his doors. So now his doors are open and his tandems are slid, so he should be good to back into his dock and get the heck out of my way. But it's all good, I guess. Anyway, we just gotta head down the 101, cut over on the 46, and then grab I-5 and go over the Grapevine and head out into the desert. We're gonna go all the way down past the Salton Sea, all that good stuff. I forget how I get from like the 210 or whatever to like how like what exactly the route is. I'll have to look it up again. I've only been to Yuma once, so this will be a refresher, because I don't recall. All right, let's see. Cool. Thank you, sir. been raining all day. Hasn't really let up. All right, let's get on down the road and shoot. See how far we get tonight. Right here. I haven't updated you guys in a while because I was on the phone with my childhood best friend. So Brian, good talking to you. If you even watch this video, he told me he's been watching the channel a little bit. So anyway, we went over the Grapevine and kind of got a little sketchy through there. There's a high wind advisory. The storm we were going through earlier had like 50-mile-an-hour winds. It was a pretty strong storm, and it's even going to dump some snow a little later. Maybe not on top of the Grapevine, but they're talking about over in Tehachapi Pass, getting some snow up there. So anyway, that's kind of, I just wanted to get over those hills. Without getting blown over. We're loaded up heavy, so I wasn't really worried, but there was a high wind warning. There was a high profile vehicle warning to go over the top. So me and a bunch of other trucks, we braved it, and it was blowing pretty good, but it wasn't crazy. Never felt unsafe. Always kept it in the lines and stuff. It was good. But anyway, so now we're down here. We're just past Palm Springs, and we're keeping on heading south. So this is where we're going to cut the video. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. See you on the next load when we make this delivery. And then we got final load coming out of Yuma to get home. But that's on the next video, so stay tuned for that. Love you guys. Peace.